Oh my God, your phone
We'll
locked.
be back at it.
You locked again?
Podcast every Friday. Make sure y'all tuning in. We're gonna start live streaming soon, and we're gonna be inviting some of y'all to come in. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, sure.
And Boy Fresh Money Media.
Alright.
All right, let's get straight to it. Today we have Baltimore, one of Baltimore's finest and hottest in the building. CEO of One Nature Entertainment.
Alright, come on, we're gonna start it over.
Original Nature.
Original.
ONE, CEO of ONE.
ONE.
Original Nature Entertainment.
And then he can explain what that is. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you good.
We ain't live streaming yet. Right now, this is taping. It's all bloopers and behind the scenes editing. Once we start live streaming, then you need to be rolling and flowing, because it ain't no takeovers.
No.
Alright, you ready? Rolling.
All right, let's get straight to it. We got one of Baltimore's hottest and finest in the building, y'all. CEO of Original Nature Entertainment. Definitely the creator and host of These A Few TV.
Known locally and globally for his music. One of the sponsors of the Hands Up, Guns Down movement. And definitely got a lot of hot singles out here. And he is known for Short Thing Sundays, y'all. His name is Don Diesel, y'all. We got Don Diesel in the building.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. What's going on?
Welcome.
What's going on? How y'all doing this evening?
Jenny, yourself, my man.
I'm doing wonderful.
Yeah. How you doing? This one is great weekend. Today, Friday.
Having a nice weekend for the most part. Just stepping my foot in town. You know, trying to make a couple things happen for the scene. So, you know, how y'all doing now?
Right. Happy for you to be here, man. Definitely interested in what you got to say to the people.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
No problem.
If y'all wouldn't mind, y'all can pour up a shot. We go and get a little festivity going. You know what I'm saying? You know, this guy I roll, so make sure everybody got a nice little,
Chat.
yeah, nice little chat room going. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out 1924 Studios. Shout out 1924 Music Group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's O&E in the building. Doing a little special thing with y'all today, so you know I gotta come and do right by y'all. Make sure y'all right there, so that y'all go do what y'all do.
Definitely.
Some of Don Diesel's bangers are Go to Sleep, 30 Chicks, Add It Up, one of my favorites, Blow, Burn Holes, Where You At, I Can't Lie, Truthfully, GTA, and his latest, Doing My Best, and many, many more.
Yep, I got a few things coming up right now as well. Some new music I'm getting ready to drop too. And we just dropped something on 1924 Music Group compilation as well. So make sure y'all go check that out. That's out right now on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all that. So make sure y'all go check that out too.
So, can we cut real quick?
Just say cut.
Go ahead.
These are the beginning bloopers before we start live streaming.
You need to unlock your phone. You need to take the time.
What to do, y'all? Yeah, we about to start live streaming soon, y'all. So check it out.
Yeah, we
It's
still
just
working
started.
on the
My
kinks.
man Jet doing his podcast here. Is under the official 1924 brand. Got the talk, the crazy
Forward
talk
it to you somehow.
podcast. Yeah, so it's going down every Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Every Friday. Tell him. Your host and co-host right there.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Apple, y'all. Know me.
Take y'all time, man. Loosen up. You know what I mean?
The new drink champs.
Yeah,
For real, the new drink champs, right? Yeah. LB, what it do, Chief? Sean Rice, what it do, man? Right here, 2 Chainz, my man's Fish. Okay, my man Raw Lee in the building. Miss Marilyn Mosley, how are you? 1924, the give back. What are we doing? Another one on the 12th of November in the same location. If you can, Miss Mosley, please come and see us and support us again. We out here still supporting the community. Shout out to Miss Mosley who's on live right now.
Hey,
Shout out
Miss
Miss
Mosley.
You
That's
already
right.
supporting you all the way, babe. Support for sure.
That's right. Support Miss Mosley.
All right, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Quiet on my set.
Oh my God.
So Diesel, me and the people want to know what first got you into music.
Starting off as a kid, my father was a musician, so him and his best friend, they actually started putting out music, you know, in the early stages of my career, in the early stages of my life. I was actually seeing them, to the point where they was like recording music over like record players, like
Okay.
over the old school record
Old
player.
school.
Like, I would take the music and would like put it on a tape.
Yeah.
And so they would take their music and record over the record player, over the instrumental, and then put their song on the tape. So I saw them doing that since I was a kid. So I guess since I was like 11, 12 years old, been writing raps, you know what I'm saying, poetry, different things like that, and, you know, put myself in the hip hop form of actually just being an artist and musician. But 2012 was when I actually first became a studio professional writer.
Okay.
Dope. Alright. So I got a question for you. What is your creative process? What makes you Don Diesel? What brings out your artistic side? What makes you creative?
I guess it would be my upbringing. It would be my, it would be my insight on having like a kind of both-sided understanding. You know what I mean? Coming from the projects, coming from that side of the world, as well as still being raised in a, two-parent home. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Having an understanding of what my culture is, learning my heritage. You know what I'm saying? All those different things, I believe, is what it takes to make an artist like myself, someone that's content driven, someone that has different types of music that's out there other than just the same, type of stuff.
Exactly.
So I would think it would come from,
Because it's definitely a lot of that.
a lot of the
It's
same
definitely a lot of
cookie cutter type stuff.
Yes.
Everything sound the same, talk about the same stuff all day. So I think part of what makes me an artist is, my dynamic of being original, like my label, Original Nature Entertainment, and being someone that's at the forefront of speaking up, something like how Kanye is, but I ain't gonna compare myself to It's just like,
Somebody that can speak for the people.
right.
Yeah.
So as me being an artist, I feel like artists are the people that's in touch with the people the most. We have the most influence over people.
Exactly.
So as me being an artist, I'm like an artist that embraces that, like a Tupac, what I mean? So it's like the things that make me an artist, I believe, if I can kind of like dig more into the question, it's like not just necessarily like the music and the things that I came up in, like as far as my hood and my neighborhoods, but it's also like my culture. And,
Your background.
Different things that I went through as a kid, even from me having visions, different things that I needed to do and be in my life in the future.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As I spoke to you about before as well. So I think it's a lot more to just being an artist than just, writing raps.
Just
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a real point, a real message, and a real purpose that you really want to come out here with.
Exactly. I feel
And
the
be
same
driven.
way. Like if you're not saying nothing, I can't. How can I rock to that? It's not just about making a hit. It's really about a message and what do you really talk about? Who really are you? And what are you stand for?
I just had this conversation the other day with somebody. It's really, music is a feeling. Like if it's real good music, you can feel it. Like in
Music
your soul.
is life.
You either experience something that they talking about, or you going through something that they talked about.
Yes.
Like that's a true artist.
Yeah, I feel like music is life. Music is just also another form of expression, just like how we dress, how we feel, our environment, things that we going through.
It's art.
I mean, exactly. It's a real, very raw art form. And I mean, I feel like the original really has things really to say. Everybody don't want to hear the same sound. Everybody just running around sounding the same and saying the same thing. No, we need more people that saying things different.
Right.
I feel like that's very, very important.
Very needed, very much. Also, just one last thing I think is there's too many different repertoires of music that's offered that doesn't have a positive motivation.
All right.
It doesn't have, as y'all said before, a real purpose to uplift or to encourage. So I feel like that's like a niche that I'm trying to find, you know, my way to, because I feel like that in itself also is lacking.
Yes.
You know, a lot of OG positive artists. You know,
Right.
game is kind of ran by, they say it's a young man's game, but at the end of the day, you don't have a lot of OGs out here really giving people the insight through the music like they had before. You know what I mean? And it's just like a whole bunch of young kids teaching other young kids through the music. You know what I'm saying?
What
So-
they see on the internet, what they see on TV,
Right.
it's not really about anything. Like it's not making them better or grow or nothing.
Not
Back in the
teaching them
day,
about
that's how
finances.
we had music to make us women
Rapping
and make us make
Absolutely.
men. Like literally.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Even with my man Jay gonna teach you about the game now. He gonna teach you about, you know, art. He gonna teach you about, you know, Basquiat's now. Like it's not just about on the block no more. Like teach humanity bigger than the street nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm about. So yeah, that's my music.
But see, a real nigga don't is, you know what I'm saying, just because even a nigga could be in the streets, that still don't make you no real nigga.
Right.
It's about your mentality. It's about what do you know God put you here for a purpose for.
Absolutely.
And if you don't know, figure it out. Like there's nothing wrong with that. People really don't want to just put in the work and the time and effort and the mental capacity to do what they want to do or do what they need to do.
Right.
And I mean, it's not hard, but it's not easy either. You know, your life is but what you make it, no matter what it is. If you have a talent, do your best and just do you and stay you. You know what I mean?
My best.
And another thing I feel like when it comes to music, and I mean any genre of music, it's so much competition. It's too much competition. Just like, okay, if this person feel like they number one, okay, if they're talented enough, why can't they be? Why can't everybody? It could be a piece for you. It could be a piece for me. You know what I mean? Like, what's the problem?
Right.
But then also, I feel like society
we
tries
gotta
to
move on to the next
put
question.
people against each other too much.
Right.
You know, and I mean, listen, just do you and mind your business. So I feel like the world would be more okay.
True. That is true. Diesel, if you had anybody that you can collab with from present or past, anybody that you could collab with that's in the industry, who would it be? Like, who would inspire you?
Currently,
Currently or past? Anybody present or past?
it's that ganja right there.
It's really good.
It's that top right there. So as far as presently, thank you, sweetie. As far as presently, I would say someone like Polo G. I really like Polo G. He's a young artist from Chicago. He makes music in the drill era, in the drill time, in the drill form.
Right.
But Polo has wordplay. Polo has imagery behind his music. He has messaging. He's telling you different storylines. He's giving you insight through his music. You know, even though he's a young fella, even though he's a young rapper. So I'm gonna give somebody like Polo of the current time. Even somebody maybe like Dirt. You know what I'm saying? I like Dirt. Even though my music not as much on the singing. You know what I'm saying? It's more direct and to the point with the lyricism, but I can still, you know, match.
Understand.
Yeah, I can still match that energy. Out of the whole gamut of like the history of music, I would say it would have to be somebody like Pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had an opportunity to do a song with Pop, we would really talk about some heavy shit on there. I'm already on
That
this
would be
side.
great.
Like to really have an opportunity to get a song with the great. I would see myself as really like shine. I feel like I'm the type of person I rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? If I'm rapping on a song that's cool, all right, cool, I'm gonna go right there. But if somebody really bringing the heat, I gotta compete. You know, as she said, it's kind of a competition, even though it shouldn't really be, but it's like it is like that. You know?
Right.
You know
I mean, I feel like it's not competition, but it still doesn't mean that things can't be competitive.
Absolutely.
You know, but it shouldn't lead to people dying,
No.
losing people, and just in the negative light.
Right.
I do believe that it should still be like you. Like I think that everybody is their own individual. So at the end of the day, everybody's gonna bring something different to the genre. Like
And
nobody's
should.
gonna be the same or should be the same.
Right.
If it's coming straight or strictly and it's for you. Like
I feel the same because, you know, we're not all the same height. We're not all the same age. You know, like it's a reason there's a difference in the world. Like, it's okay to be different. Like it's just not a problem.
Yeah, bringing different viewpoints and perspectives, that's how you see the whole picture. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, if you see one side of it, then you really know no side of it. So
Right.
having different perspectives on how different people see the world. But even with me, somebody like me and Pop, we see the world at different perspectives, varying angles, but at the same time,
Different times too.
you know what I'm saying, different times, but it's like we still got the same mentality.
Yeah.
So imagine like two of us, like with that
that'd
mentality,
be some work.
on a song, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's,
That'd be some work.
yeah, I would be to the point where I would really enjoy having an opportunity to do a song with Tupac Amaru. Another person I say over time that's not here that I would want to do a song with would be Big L. Big L from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't give Big L his props and find the opportunity to really say, hold up, this guy really hit me with metaphors. And,
But Big L is something serious.
yeah, he been doing it for a while, and he
Something
influenced
serious.
all of the new rappers right up under him that was the people that we was influenced by. You know,
Right.
Fuji Rap, Jay-Z, Nas. It was all influenced by Big L. You know, Cameron, you see what I'm saying? Like, this is the energy that we kind of grew on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Coming up into the 2000s and all that. So, I would say it's a few different artists, but those are the main two artists that I would want to, take the opportunity to make a song with if I had to from the past.
So Diesel, if it wasn't for your music career, what would you be doing right now?
It's a good question.
Like, take me through the life a day of Diesel, regular Diesel, if it wasn't for your music career right now.
If it wasn't for my music career right now, I'd still be maintaining, grinding, hustling, doing my businesses, whether it's, my contractor's job or whether it's, FedEx or something like that, But
Okay.
that's like my, you know how Clark Kent got like that regular,
Yeah,
Superman got a
yeah.
regular everyday thing, like that's my
Yeah.
Clark Kent thing. But, I'm still doing my hands up, hands down box, and I'm still doing my 4-piece productions thing, we do back to school concerts.
Shout out to
Big Band,
Ilzak.
Yeah.
Shout out to shout out to everybody, Big Wolf, they got a fight coming up soon.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole people, my man sitting down Sandy, City Streets, everybody involved in that.
Yeah, Prophet.
Davis, Private, you already know. And shout out to my whole 4-piece production team, my man Justin Bird Marley. But we always been entities in the community. So even if I wasn't a hip hop artist, I would still be somebody that stood for certain things in my community, like
Exactly,
something
okay.
that a real fixture in my community. Even if it's just in the hood, even if I never got to music, I still be that person in my neighborhood that
Right.
that go-to person. People come to you, say certain things about.
Right.
I still was always a leader.
And we
and
don't have a
influencer.
lot of those, so that's very important.
Right, just being a leader. And an
Definitely
influencer,
needed.
that's-
It's definitely needed.
Right. So I feel like I would still be somebody maybe like, in a leadership position in the community or something like that. I wouldn't just be a regular dude just, not using my voice. But I feel like having a platform as an artist gives me a bigger opportunity to use my voice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's great. So if you had any opportunity to change anything in the music industry, what would it be?
Oh man, a few things. First off, I would change the structure of how people get signed and have to kind of like give up 80 to 90% of their own material. You know what I mean? Just to
Okay.
get into a market where you can kind of like push your music alongside others. But even with that, you're still not getting a big percentage from like royalties and streaming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, I would change royalties and streaming also to where as though you're getting more than a penny. Like you're not even really getting a penny off each stream. So, excuse me, it would be different things like that with the mechanisms of music. You know what I'm saying? As in like how artists get paid and how we actually earn money and
Exactly,
finances
okay.
from our craft. That's number one. But also would be like it would be more like a caucus, you know what I mean? Like I would kind of try to develop like a caucus, a hip hop caucus or something, or